So we continue the shiurim in the Garden of Emuna. We're on page 74 in chapter 2. The second piece where yesterday we discussed the levels of Emuna. And we started with the basic level of Emuna, which means that everything is exactly the way Hashem wants and it's the hashgacha pratit. And now we're going to discuss how to use it. So that's, a lot of us may already be aware how to use it, but in a very, very simple way, the rabbi discusses that we're commanded to understand, and we're given advice from David HaMelech that Reshit Chochma Yirat Hashem. So the pasuk can be explained in two different ways. You can easily say that in order for me to get Chochma, I have to be Yirat Shamayim and have to be a fearful, God-fearing man, and then I'll get wisdom. Or you could read the pasuk like this. You could read it, Reshit Chochma Yirat Hashem. Before you start thinking about, what's going on in this story, who's doing this to me, the first thing we do is Mabaref. Just hold on. It's Hashem. This is exactly what Hashem wants. You get rid of your own chokhmah a minute. You put yourself out of the picture and you look only at Hashem. And then you realize that it's not a natural force. Because only after we believe that there's no one else but Him and it's all Him, then we can start to use the chokhmah. Because how often have we seen the same thing, the same story we're in now, right? Let's say whatever you're living or you live, if you think about it in the past couple of years, you go through a different story that happened to you. How did it end up different than you imagined it to end off? And a lot of things are like that. And we thought Mashiach was coming by Pesach. We were so sure He was coming. And He didn't come. And everything was different. And then everything is just changing all the time. And we can change too. And we have to realize that that's all Hashem. But when we forget to do that, so we start blaming people, we start blaming even ourselves. We're probably the biggest fault for our not listening to the messages, because when we blame ourselves, we even think that we're doing something, and therefore we don't look at the messages from Hashem, because, I messed up. So we stop thinking about it after that. What does that mean? Hashem is the one who's not letting you make money. Hashem is the one who said you have to not have a large wedding. Hashem is the one who doesn't let you go to shul. Yes, go to shul. The thing is Hashem. Every single thing, every action, Ribon kol ha'ma'asim. We're not even talking about that this is all good for us. We're just talking about Stam, that this is Hashem and no one else. This is the level we're talking about. This is basic Emuna. And this is using the Emuna. Stop. Don't think. Shh. Shtika. Be quiet for a few minutes. At least for a few minutes. You hear something, you hear news, don't say anything. Don't react right away. It's very, very good advice. Just take a deep breath. You hear something, you don't know anything. You don't know how many times you've heard a story and it wasn't true about somebody that you love maybe, and you get, thank God he's okay. Shh. We have to be quiet. We have to stand there. Means we have to take a minute, think, and then after we have sound peace of mind and we realize that it's all Hashem, then we could start to try to figure out, okay, what's going on here? What does Hashem want from me? And start to calculate. But the first thing is the calmness that this is Hashem. No one else could hurt us. No one else could do anything to us. It's all Hashem. We're His children. We have a very, very, very special thing here, guys. We have a very, very special thing. Our tzaddikim are tremendously awesome people that have done and are so connected to God. We have the ability to connect to these people and to see we could also be like them. With Emuna, we could be like them. And we could be like them because we're going to want to learn Hashem's Torah, because we have a connection to Him, because we're going to build a relationship with Hashem. We could be tzaddikim. You could be a tzaddik. You're a tzaddik. You could be tzaddikim. Don't let anybody tell you can't. Every single person in this world doesn't have to go to Gehenna. You could be a tzaddik. It's hard, yes, but we could pray for it. We could ask Hashem, because it's all Him. Because Mabaref.